Hello guys, so in this video I wanted to share my opinion about the S20 FE and the S21. So I'm not going to be using a lot of technical uh, language here. I'm just going to keep it simple and it'll be just like a conversation style review and just share my opinion about them. So I have used the S20 uh, since I bought it in 2020, and I can tell you that the phone has helped me a lot uh, with all the different things that I need to do in my life. So we also have the S21 here. I'm going to keep it here on my right hand side, and I'll keep the S20 on my left side just to keep it simple here and avoid any confusion. So I'm not going to be able to compare it with any other phone out there, like an iPhone or any other manufacturer. I have not used any of those phones in the recent years. I have only used Samsung phones, so I will only be limited to give my opinion about the Samsung company here. And right, so there may be different reasons, right, why you might want to get a new phone. And there will be two main factors here that will determine what phone you can get. So first of all would be how much you can spend on a phone, or how much you want to spend on a phone. And the second one would be what's the purpose that you need it for, right? So do you need it for photography? Do you need it for gaming? Or do you need it like a secondary phone to help you with any needs that you may have in business or school? Or you just need it for basic use, right? So I will try to address each one of those here. And right, so first of all, here you can see that this phone, the S20, has these fingerprint scanner here. So that's something, a feature that is really nice here, because you can also use it on different apps to access those apps. So for example, the any banking app, you may be able to set up this fingerprint scanner to log in into that app. So the first main reason, for basic use here, I can tell you that both of these phones can perform really good for that purpose, right? For calling, texting, or for navigating or watching any YouTube videos. I'm going to play here a video right now that I just found online here, just to show you here how good the S20 is just playing that video. So here we have the S21 here, and here you can see that both of them are just doing a great job. As for the color, don't mind the S20 here. I just adjusted it to kind of reduce a little bit of the blue light there. So it just doesn't, it's nothing about the phone there. But there is a little problem with the screen on the S20 here that you may have noticed, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more here. So there you can see that they're both doing a great job there. For basic use, yes. If I can tell you here, how long can the phone last for basic use? I would say maybe around 7 years more can last this phone. So another reason you might need this phone would be for photography here, and I'm going to show you a video that I took of a plane here, and I can tell you that the S20 is just doing a good job there. As you can see there, you can see that the quality is just looks really nice there. And what I can say is that the when getting the image, when zooming into the object, it kind of looks like a little bit too blurry there, and it just doesn't look really nice very much. The S21, something that I feel is that it's much more smoother there. when filming, and it could be because it can record at 30 frames per second. Also, when getting closer to the object, it's much more clear. But when I tested the S23, I can tell you that the S23 is just much clearer than both of these. So with photography, as I mentioned, it's going to depend how much you are you're able to afford, right? And you can right, and if it's something that you really need a lot of technology, but I can tell you that both of these are doing just fine. Another reason you might need this, it could be for any business, right? Any business need, and I can tell you that both of them are really responsive here. So this is the S21 there, right? The S20, and I can tell you that they're just doing pretty good. Something that I can say here with the S20 is that I kind of feel that it feels that it's much slower than the S21. So the S21 feels much smoother, moving from one application to the other. So here, if I just right, so whenever I'm trying to switch from one application to the other, it just feels much smoother here to move around. So if I right, have this, so I have the S20 here, something that I feel is that it does kind of move fast here, but between the two of these, I kind of feel that the S21, it's much faster, much more responsive, and it's the S20 is going to be a little bit more tiring because it's a little bit more slower here than the S21. So right, another reason you might need this would be for gaming, right? And I can tell you here that the S20, so we have the S20 here, we have the S21 here on the right, and I can tell you that both of them are still doing a great job. So right, so as you can see there, both of them are performing just fine. So what I can say is that both of them could be doing they could still be doing a good job at the moment. But something else that you want to consider is that, right, so the S20 was released back in 2020, and the S21 was released back in 2021. So they both have already received the latest update. So the 2020 received the Android 13 update, and is the last that it's going to receive. And the S21 has received the Android 14, which is the last one that is going to receive. So right, so both of them are still performing great in 2024, but you're not going to keep getting more updates here on these phones. So that's something that if you are able to get something much right, if you're able to get something that is a little bit newer here, it's going to probably be better. It's going to probably be something that it's going to be better for you, because you're able to you will be able to get more updates here. So for another thing that I wanted to mention here, and you might encounter here with these phones, is that if you don't upgrade your phone, you might also encounter some problems. So as you can see, something that happened with the S20 here is this is something that I don't like about the phone here, is that it has this burning here. As you can see, that some of the icons have being as you can see there, that's more visible there. So that's another reason why you probably want to just be able to upgrade soon before you start having any issues with these phones. If you're somebody that you sell the phones, then this is something that you might want to do sooner, right? Another thing that I had with this phone, with the S20, is that the port, whenever I try to transfer images to the computer, it just if I move it slightly, it's going to disconnect. And that's something that that's one of the reasons why I also decided to upgrade here and move to the S23. So what I can say here in conclusion is that these phones are still doing a great job in 2024 and can last for about for basic use, as I mentioned, seven more years, 8 years for the S21. For the for gaming, probably it's going to be maybe 5 more years, probably. For photography, could be the same, and for applications that you need to use, probably it will be 5 more years also, because you're not going to keep getting any updates there, and you will probably see yourself trying to find something else that have been upgraded. So something that I could possibly recommend is that you don't need to get like the latest in technology, but probably you shouldn't also get like the oldest in technology. So probably staying like in the middle ground, something that you can find at a really good price would be more recommended. I was planning to upgrade to the S24, but I actually decided to get the S23 because I was able to get it at a really good price. And I think that it's performing. It's just 1 year old, the S23, and it's just doing a great job. And so there's sometimes no need for the latest in technology. But if you really need that and you can afford it, then yeah, why not go for the S24, right? But I can tell you that both of these are doing just fine. But I would probably, if I need to get them, I would probably just I would try to get something much newer, right? Like maybe an S22, 23, so that I don't find myself needing to upgrade sooner. So I might be able to just right. So that's the reason why I got the S23. So that way I don't need to worry about buying something sooner. So the only reason I would probably get this is if I need it as a secondary phone to do other other functions there, because my only concern is just the updates, that they will not be continue getting some more updates, right? So it's going to they're slowly staying behind, and sometimes you just don't realize, and then time passes by, and then you still are with the same phone, and and you haven't received any updates. And so you can let me know your opinion if you have any of these phones. I would like to hear from you, or also you can write your comments, and I want to hear from you what your thoughts are on updating your phone. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, your likes will be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.